great, but in more time develop complex islands about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where it leads on the wrestling man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out mediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media, and
I'm
Ryzz. It takes years of strenuous, dedicated steps inside of professional wrestling is great, but it takes time to develop complex, highly sought professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where we can find on the wrestling man.
That's right.
Sidekick Media Services in business for social media, video production, and more. Find out mediaservices.com.
Well, hello, friends. I'm your pal in the mainstream media, and you know, Ryzz. It takes years of strenuous. You're worthy to step inside of professional wrestling is great. More time to develop complex ideas about professional wrestling. Am I right?
That is correct. And you know where
Young will take on Juni Underwood in a ladder match for the King of Pittsburgh crown. And Gianni Michael Emricko will defend the 880 championship against Ganon Jones Jr. Right now, your opening contest is a tag team match, and it is scheduled for one fall.
It is 880 Wrestling. It is Brohemoth's end of summer bash. Marcus Man here with Odie Bowser, and we are kicking things off fast, Odie.
We've got the Lost Boys making their way down to the ring now.
Lost Boys coming in. They are looking to take over Pittsburgh, Odie. You got Ryzz, Miles Penn. The Lost Boys looking to have a big night tonight as well with Juni Underwood.
Yeah, two comrades of Juni Underwood here in the Lost Boys, not endearing themselves to the Pittsburgh locals in any fashion.
No, they
tend to wear headbands and display dickhead behavior.
Representing the Lost Boys, the impeccable Miles Penn, and your mom's favorite wrestler, Ryzz. Together they are restless.
Look, Ryzz, Miles Penn, great wrestlers, a lot of monikers, a lot of things for Sean Collier to go over there. Don't want to step on his toes, but like you said, these are two guys that really do want to take over 880, take over Pittsburgh. And look, this is the Lost Boys night. King of Pittsburgh on the line later tonight, MV Young, Juni Underwood. Let's not underestimate these two guys. They got a tough test tonight.
Well, would you look at that? If it ain't Cowpoke Paul.
And their opponents from wherever they can get a vodka cran, coming to the ring at a hard limit of 14 vodka crans. The writing on the wall, Christian Noir, and the leader of the Cowpoke posse, Cowpoke Together they are. Please drink responsibly.
I didn't know they had a tag team name there. This is the first I'm hearing of it.
And it's please drink responsibly.
Yeah, look,
a wholesome message.
They are a great combination between the two of them. You're talking about Cowpoke Paul, who's really found his way in 880 wrestling. You're talking about Christian Noir, the veteran instincts, the veteran leadership that he brings. I would say this is quite a formal tag team.
Yet undefeated, I believe, here in the Dottie Dome. Are they rocking handles of Cayman Jack?
Odie, I don't know how often you've been out drinking with Cowpoke Paul, but very rarely is it responsibly.
Enough to not remember. Not enough to remember. You love to see it.
Oh. And we're starting out hot as the Lost Boys have taken over.
Irresponsibly not keeping their eyes on their opponents, so please drink responsibly. Christian Warr,
already out to the floor. That's going to be a motif tonight. This is the end of summer bash, as we know, so there's going to be a lot of action out in the crowd.
You have to imagine all these wrestlers are going to be going for it tonight. It's a big last showcase for the summer.
Oh, yeah. The summer at 880 here has been
hot.
A lot of action. Quite a tough summer for Cowpoke Paul, if I got to say so. Had a shot against GME for the 880 championship. Could not find a way to get it. Oh! Tagged to Noir. A little stick-em-up action.
Double barrel intimidation, and Christian Noir just bodying both members of Restless. Two scoops. Back to back. Ass to ass. And two slams.
Working well together. And you gotta say, tag team wrestling so much is about that bond, and the Lost Boys do have it. These are guys that travel together. These are guys that wake up anywhere they can find themselves together. But Noir and Paul have found themselves in a situation as kind of two unlikely friends, and they are really taking it to the Lost Boys.
Taking it to the Lost Boys like they're vodka crayons themselves. Miles Penn having to run the length of the ring a couple of times here. A smart strategy to try to take the wind out of the young man. Oh, just starches him with a right.
Oh, I didn't see there, but it looks like Ryzz just grabbed Noir by the foot.
Opening him up for that baseball slide.
Yeah, Penn with a great baseball slide. As we said, this is a big night for the Lost Boys. If Ryzz and Penn can get a win here, that sets the tone in a big way for the King of Pittsburgh match later on tonight.
Could really speak to the momentum for the entire stable of the Lost Boys. It is true. We got our cover here. Just a 1 count. A lot of fight left in Christian Noir.
Yeah, but that's the veteran instinct of a guy like Christian Noir. They're really going to have to separate Noir off of Cowpoke Paul, and this is great tag team wrestling so far from the Lost Boys. Now out of the corner.
Double arm wringer.
Yeah, setting Noir up.
Straight jacket cross and forearm blocks in stereo.
Ooh.
Oh,
Double bellow to back. Cover. 2 count only. I will say this about the Lost Boys. As I said, they work together. They know each other so well. They communicate with just looks between them. I've never seen the ability to just maneuver arms around like that with just looks between them.
Incredible instinct, incredible talent on display from these near rookie competitors.
Yeah, big European uppercuts. And again, veteran instincts by the Lost Boys, keeping Noir in their corner. Big shot to the ribcage. Just as you said, Noir was trying to take the breath out of Ryzz, but Ryzz now taking the breath right out of Christian Noir.
Chops, stinging chops like that will do just that. They will make your heartbeat skip. Ooh, that will drive all the air out of your lungs.
Right in the back. And then now going right into the rear chin lock again, trying to drive the air out of Christian Noir. This is great strategy. Frequent tags, smart work by the Lost Boys.
Wearing down the powerhouse of Please Drink Responsibly. He's got to grind to rise off the mat with those short elbows.
Right back to the midsection. Now, big Samoan drop from Noir. And that's a game-changing moment for Christian Noir.
Sends Penn bouncing off the mat. And Noir is open for the tag. He needs only make the distance.
Makes that tag. Well, Cowpoke Paul got the tag, but I don't think referee Brad Mitchell saw it.
I think Ryzz might have pulled referee Brian Meadows out of the way.
And
Wow.
Brad Mitchell did not see that tag, and now trying to get some order, and Cowpoke Paul is frustrated, and for good reason.
They know no bottom of the barrel of morality.
Absolutely not.
Restless.
Absolutely not. As you said, these are two guys to show up town to town, and again, going to set up Noir with more of this tandem offense, where they are just wordlessly.
Ryzz with the front face lock and Penn with the drop kick.
Drop kick, cover.
Brutal DDT combination. Noir
Now,
still in this fight. He's still
say,
conscious.
Yeah, Miles Penn did not get out of the ring fast enough, and that gave Christian Noir just that extra second he needed, and he kicked out. Otherwise, I think that's a 3 count if Penn can get out of the ring fast enough. Now Ryzz just going right to Cowpoke Paul to take him out, and putting Noir right back into that corner and tagging in Miles Penn. And again, the Lost Boys trying to use some great tandem offense, trying to hit a home run here if they can.
Noir pitched inside to Ryzz. Again, a lot of use of this double.
Oh! And once too often, as Noir saw it coming and used the Lost Boys against each other. And now Noir's got him into this tag, and he does to Cowpoke Paul.
No denying that tag. Double sledges to take both the restless Lost Boys down.
And Cowpoke Paul rocking and rolling, and the Lost Boys are lost as they have no idea what Cowpoke Paul is doing. And the posse is rocking cover. Only a 2 count from referee Brad Mitchell. Cowpoke Paul got a little too excited. Probably should have went to that cover a little faster.
Never should have torn that shirt. He worked very hard on it today. He was so proud.
Hammerlock. Big clothesline.
Big
and another cover.
Big old vodka cran twist. Will it? It will not.
It does not. And Cowpoke Paul, I think, has got to get that shirt off him. It's tying up his legs right now. There he goes. That is very dangerous, could trip him up, especially when he's moving the way he's moving. And now the knee pad has come down, looking for that big running knee, but no, Ryzz able to grab Paul, and then a mafia kick from Penn. Tag to Ryzz. The Lost Boys might have this after all. Cowpoke Paul, he's up.
Oh my goodness. What do you even call that? Whirlwind of a slam.
And now, 2 and no.
Oh,
Noir able to use Penn to break up the 3 count, and now Noir throws Penn to the floor. Big forearm shot on Ryan Ryzz. And now setting him up. No, Penn able to get in there. Stop, super kick, and Noir is out.
Well, he's down, but I don't know if Noir is out. Those eyes are open.
He's starting to go again.
Just might be nobody.
Look out! Big knee shot from Cowpoke Paul. And Penn finding a way to sneak out, but stunner. And over. Now what are they going for?
Does he have him in that tombstone position? Oh!
Spike tombstone, that's a double shot. And that's it.
Here are your winners, Cowpoke Paul and Christian Noir, the team of Please Drink Responsibly.
Well, Cowpoke Paul and Christian Noir able to pick up a victory. That tag team is rolling. I think, as you said, they might be undefeated here for all I know. And look, every time Cowpoke Paul wrestles here, I go out drinking with them, and I don't remember happening the last show. So I'll say that. But look, what does this mean for Juni Underwood tonight? King of Pittsburgh match. The Lost Boys are already 0-1 here on the main card. So I got to say, not looking good for Juni Underwood tonight.
Juni is going to have to show some regal leadership if he wants to be the king he claims to be of the city that he visits every month, just to spit in these beautiful folks' faces.
Well, Cowpoke Paul is going to put his stake on maybe being the king of Pittsburgh. And Christian Noir.
Did you just pay off Sword?
He might have. Maybe Sword's the one that got them the alcohol.
It's worth it. The production is wonderful. I want to remind everyone, get a designated driver tonight. Don't overindulge.
I think Christian Noir's my designated driver.
Oh. I think you're in trouble.
That's not good. Well, we kicked off hot.
Fans, we are just 2 weeks away from the next big show from Enjoy Wrestling on Saturday, October 7th at Mr. Small's Theater in Millvale, with a big card featuring MV Young challenging Jacob Fatu, Edith Surreal defending the Enjoy Championship against Killer Kelly, the Enjoy debut of Dark Sheik, and so much more. Tonight, you can see this gentleman here in the tie-dyed shirts. And get your tickets for Enjoy for just $30, no fees, no Ticketmaster, just a cash PayPal or Cash App transaction right here to get your tickets for Enjoy. Oh, that was a sound check. All right. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Well, things are about to get difficult.
If it ain't the absolute scum of this planet. I'm sorry, not these fine folk on camera right now. Speaking, of course, about the gavel, David Lawless.
Well, no one here at 880 likes David Lawless.
Approaching the ring at this time, from the Supreme Court, representing the Dangerous Knights crew, and coming to the ring at over $1.5 billion in settlements and verdicts. He is the owner and promoter of 880 Wrestling, the Gavel, David Lawless, Esquire.
David Lawless, who through some sort of shenanigans, is now the owner and promoter of 880 Wrestling.
Threatened legal action.
Well, he's going to take the microphone like as always.
It's his house, I guess. He chose to wear that hat in it.
Now, I am the greatest attorney and professional wrestler in the world, and unless you want to end up in jail, you'll shut your mouth and let me talk. Now, last month, that no-good cheating son of a bitch, Reese Hayes, why does it not surprise me that the people that cheat on their spouses, cheat on their taxes, and cheat the welfare system like a cheater like Reese Hayes? As I was saying, that cheater Reese Hayes, to get his tainted first victory, used that no-good ref Rosie Jones, who put her hands on me and cost me that match, to cheat his way to victory. And you want to know the power I have? She's not ever coming back to 880 or my building, because she's a no-good, cheating woman who should not be in a wrestling ring and used an unfair advantage to help Reese. So deal with it, losers. Now, unfortunately, one of the better halves of the Dangerous Knights crew, Frank DeVille, is home. And unfortunately, he got some wheel grease from his wheelchair on my cap. But in spite of that, tonight, with Rosie Jones not in the ring and all by myself, I'm going to prove to 880 Wrestling and the entire world that Reese Hayes is nothing but a flash in the pants, and I am going to kick his ass from pillar to post. So enjoy this winning streak you've been on, cheater, because it ends tonight.
Well, David Lawless, as owner and operator of 880 Wrestling, gets to kind of make the decisions that he wants to make. And David Lawless is going to double down here and go after Reese Hayes one more time.
At 165 pounds, coming to the ring with a record of 4 wins and 45 losses, amateur wrestler Reese Hayes.
Now, Reese Hayes did pick up that victory last time we were here at 880 Wrestling. And Odie, I got to ask, you know, for so long with Reese Hayes, there was this level of confidence he had, and it was starting to shake, it was starting to break down. But after that first victory, is this the thing that could catapult Reese Hayes all the way to the top?
That victory was kindling that desperately needed to be put on the fire of Reese Hayes' passion. I don't think David Lawless is making... Let's say I don't think David Lawless is making an intelligent choice, but he'll never make an ethical one in attacking Reese Hayes here.
Yeah, and Lawless just right from behind attacking Reese Hayes before the bell. You know, he's going to accuse Reese Hayes of cheating. He's going to accuse Reese Hayes of underhand tackles. David Lawless just hit the man while his back was turned.
David Lawless says, "Rule for thee, but not for me," in all of his actions. It's become even worse ever since he's gained control of the Dottie Dome in 880 Wrestling. If Gorgeous George could get in there and stop that illegal choke on the ropes, maybe we could have a fair contest.
Yeah, look, David Lawless has found a way to weasel his way into situations. And look, the Dangerous Knights crew has had the most success we've ever seen here at 880 Wrestling, by hook or by crook. Moves like that does elevate David Lawless. Cover.
It's a combination of talent and underhanded tactics. There's no doubt about the former. It's just the latter pisses me off.
Well, yeah, look. Reese Hayes is going to have to fight Lawless from behind.
Look at that fancy footwork by Lawless.
Just
goodness.
Picked up and slammed down. Now, this is no... cover again, I'm sorry.
Lawless, you can see the desperation in his eyes, needs this victory.
Well,
it is a sore point
I agree
in his
with you on
career.
that. David Lawless has talked a lot about this loss. He's made a lot of excuses, and he doesn't have any of them right now. It's either put up or shut up. But Lawless has a sound strategy right now, keeping everything in the center of the ring, using his strength and power, not letting Reese Hayes get a hold of David Lawless.
Now he's forcing Reese Hayes to run right into his own solid mass with that back elbow. Again, an intelligent strategy. Here we go, hooked and a strict vertical suplex. Sends Reese Hayes onto his tailbone.
Again, quick overhead suplex is not letting Reese Hayes get to his strength, the ground game, the grappling game, not letting Reese Hayes able to counter anything, just staying quick and fluid through everything he's trying to do. Now Hayes trying to fight back.
Using those body hooks to create an advantage, but caught on the crossbody.
Yeah, and now Lawless just showing the strength, going straight up, straight down with a power slam. One-handed cover. That's not going to get it done.
You have to wonder if a lateral press could have got the victory here for David Lawless.
I don't disagree there. Lateral press hooked the leg. I mean, that was a big British Bulldog-style power slam straight down in the center of the ring. Reese Hayes was going nowhere. But is that what David Lawless wants?
No.
Does he want a quick victory, or does he want to beat down Reese Hayes and prove a point? To me, I think winning the match proves the point, but David Lawless, you know, he marches to a beat of a different drummer.
He has not taken his eyes as Lawless off of the 880 faithful. The focus is off.
And Lawless lives for this too. He really does like being a scumbag. I mean, just really enjoys deep down in his soul when people don't like him.
Well, his position, his power does make him feel a step above everyone else. He always felt this way, a successful lawyer, as he likes to tout, a fairly successful professional wrestler as well, and a talented one at that. But,
whoa!
My goodness.
Reese Hayes able to use that leverage on that Cee-lo. And now, wait a minute. Maybe going for the 619. And Reese Hayes catches David Lawless as Lawless was sleeping on Reese Hayes again.
He likes to follow up with a high clothesline. What have we got tonight?
Oh!
My goodness, caught out of the air with the cutter.
And now, David Lawless taking his time. I think if he pins Reese Hayes here, it's over.
Oh, I'm at a 7 count, 8 count in my head easily at this point.
Now, just lounging over. Wait a minute.
Oh, and
roll
the
up.
crucifix.
Yes! It's over.
Here is your winner, Reese Hayes.
Odie, that is 2 in a row. That's what we call a winning streak. It has happened before, but it's never happened for Reese Hayes.
Look at the shock of the 880 champion in the background there. The entire Dangerous Knights crew we have tonight are shook. They're destabilized. But they can't believe that someone who could go on a 40-plus match losing streak has David Lawless' number.
Oh, David Lawless has lost 2 in a row to Reese Hayes, and tonight he's got no excuses. No Rosie, no Frank DeVille. He was pinned in the center of the ring. He can claim everything he wants. Hair pulls, tight pulls. His knee hurts, his back hurts. His doctor told him not to get punched in the face. Well, now he's got a microphone. Here we go.
I swear to God, if it's the last thing I do, I'm going to kill you, Reese.
Well,
swearing to God and threatening murder.
David Lawless is going to try and triple down on Reese Hayes, but Reese Hayes is victorious. And as we said, I think this was the straw that broke the camel's back. It took one victory, and now Reese Hayes looks to be finally putting that momentum together.
He's going to be wanting to lean on the wildflowers. The Steel City Killers have eyes in the back of his head from this point on.
Fans, just a quick reminder, if the action leaves the ring and comes towards you, please get out of the way. Leave a lot of room for our competitors to keep them and yourselves safe. The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall.
More tag team action for us, Odie. And already this night has started off pretty wild. We had a tag team that was all about drinking responsibly. We had another Reese Hayes wins, which, holy crap, who would have penned that? 2 in a row for Reese Hayes.
The golden child, the angel boy of T2T Pittsburgh, and quite on the opposite end of that spectrum.
Approaching the ring from Sharon, Pennsylvania, Carter J. Collins, and his tag team partner from the City of Champions, Joseph Murray.
Well, a tag team of Carter James Carter and Joe Murphy, and I gotta say, Odie, this is a tag team I've only seen occasionally, here and there. They're trying to find their way and make their way through the 880 up the rankings. It could be a big win for them tonight.
Any win for, did I say everyone's favorite tag team?
That's what it said on the screen. I didn't write that down.
Could be a potential big win was my point.
Yeah, they didn't put that through me. I didn't copy edit that. Joseph Murphy.
Joseph Murphy's a talented young man with maybe a double-digit IQ, though. I think that's how he finds himself with Carter J. Collins.
Yeah, I don't know the relationship between these two, of how they kind of found each other. I mean, when you're trying to find a tag team, you find each other in interesting, new, and different ways. But I'm curious of this relationship between these two.
Will they find success in a hopeless place? Oh, my goodness.
And their opponents, the team of June, Hado, and the great Akuma. Together they are Forbidden Warriors.
The Forbidden Warriors, the great Akuma and June Hado. And this is what's great about 880. You're going to find every single person from all over the country, and this is global competition now, trying to get in, trying to make their way, as 880 has become, in my opinion, the gateway to Pittsburgh pro wrestling right now.
What was once a hole in the wall on Dottie Block has become the epicenter of independent wrestling in our fine city on a consistent basis. Ooh.
Yeah,
and now we have these creeps.
Yeah, and I talked to the Forbidden Warriors earlier. Was not a long conversation. They kept to themselves, very, very quiet, very, very unique. The great Akuma in the red, June Hado in the green.
Thank you.
If you've never seen them before, they are quite a competitive tag team that has wrestled across the Midwest. Great Akuma has made his way to Pittsburgh before, wrestling just south of here, West Newton, Pennsylvania. I've seen him before. So familiar with the area. And it's going to be a test for Carter J. Collins and Joseph Murphy.
On optics alone, everyone's favorite tag team is in trouble.
Well, Carter J. Collins won the rock, paper, scissors, and now Joseph Murphy is going to have to start. And I think the great Akuma says he is going to start this matchup.
All right, well, at the very least, the Forbidden Warriors do want to appeal to the interest of the 880 faithful.
And there we go. So it is going to be the great Akuma starting off against Joseph Murphy.
Joseph Murphy.
Yeah, Joseph Murphy. That's what he says he is. That's what I'm going to call him. Great Akuma, as I said, a veteran of this industry. And it's already in the mind of Joseph Murphy.
Little streamers, little magic tricks. Did he have?
Little magic trick.
He must have had that up his sleeve literally there.
Murphy is a newcomer to the industry. He's really trying to find himself. So same with Carter J. Collins. But if they can get a win over a veteran tag team, that does build a lot of confidence. And Murphy with a back elbow and another, trying to control the center of the ring with the great Akuma. Duck through.
Wow, big rotating back elbow there. It's interesting to see that much speed off an athlete the size of Joe Murphy.
Absolutely.
Sending all of his body weight in. That's got to sting. And Akuma, yeah, slow to rise.
And Akuma, though, the veteran instinct's going to take Murphy right over to the Forbidden Warriors corner.
Lying away to lay in some more just jabs. Oh, my goodness. The King.
A jump through with a mule kick, and now Jun Hado going to tag in. And again, the Forbidden Warriors using their corner, using the veteran instincts. Big strikes. And this is what you expect out of a tag team like this, is these big strikes in the corner. Another one. Jumping back kick.
Joe Murphy's in danger at this point.
I wouldn't be surprised if this is over right now.
Professional wrestlers not paid by the minute. You'd think the Forbidden Warriors might want to put this away quickly and with ease.
Well, absolutely. As I said, they traveled in today, and they want to get a quick win, get back on the road, maybe find another team to beat up on the way.
Round off back elbow. Look at that. Muda-esque.
And a palm strike right to Murphy. And Murphy is just
eating a lot of abuse tonight.
Say. Two and a kick out. And this is a big test for Joseph Murphy. Now Akuma getting the tag in. If you can stay in there, if you can weather the onslaught of a tag team like this really builds your confidence. Sternum first.
If
Murphy.
If he can survive.
Oh! Double hip toss. And now Murphy back through. They are just controlling Joseph Murphy. Covered by Akuma. And another kick out by Joseph Murphy. Impressive for Murphy. He's taking a lot of these strikes. He needs to make a tag into Carter J. Collins. I'm not sure if Carter J. Collins wants this tag right now. The Forbidden Warriors are just rolling.
I'll tell you that he doesn't. The survival instinct of Joe Murphy is very, very...
Float over, cover, hook of the leg.
Very inspiring to see.
Oh, look, this is, like I said, a veteran tag team, many years. As I said, they have rocked through the Midwest and continue with these strikes, and it has just been an onslaught to Joe Murphy.
They're rocking
and now,
double bulldog there.
Double bulldog. Jun Hado now going for the cover. Murphy might be out. Carter J. Collins better get in there. No, Murphy able to kick out.
Now, that's why I question the tact of teaming up with a Carter J. Collins. He is not, I'd say conflict avoidant as a professional wrestler is not a way to approach the lifestyle, but he does it.
So far, I haven't seen him really reach out for a tag much. He definitely did not want to start this matchup, and Joe Murphy trying to just survive in there as
off the ropes there, a sunset flip.
Sunset flip, cover. 2 and no. Murphy taking a shot to the head. Look out, another strike. 2 feet into the chest.
That short drop kick with low
Wow,
distance.
Carter J. Collins has been really alligator arming it. And he finally took a shot. Now he's upset. Now he wants to get in there. But unfortunately, it's at the pain and punishment of his own partner as the great Akuma Uranagi. Cover. And only a 2. Joseph Murphy able to kick out. And the great Akuma arguing with Brad Mitchell, but I do think that Joe Murphy got out of there just in time. And now, still controlling the arms of Joe Murphy. Another kick to the midsection. Joe Murphy,
2 minutes remaining in this contest.
And I gotta say,
we are deep into this one.
Yeah, as Sean Collier is calling the time, Joe Murphy has managed to survive, and now Akuma makes a mistake, and Joe Murphy, this might be his opening, going for a suplex in, and gets the great Akuma in, and now Joe Murphy is just going to go right for the pin. Kick out by great Akuma. Joe Murphy needs to make this tag to Carter J. Collins in order to stay in this match.
I can't tell you if their chances for success, everyone's favorite tag team, rise or diminish with this tag.
And there's a tag to Jun Hado, and Carter J. Collins has been tagged in.
No way. Now, get right out of here with that clothesline.
And another.
Get a deuce.
Carter J. Collins is actually rolling.
He's firing up with some sort of swinging STO. I've never seen the likes of a maneuver, and I don't think he has either.
Well, an iron claw to Carter J. Collins. Jun Hado has Collins stuck.
The claw's mad over at the Dottie Dome, and Joe Murphy just
breaks it up. European uppercut.
No,
Carter J. Collins.
They're gonna schoolyard him.
Schoolyards. Jun Hado just landed right on his skull.
No.
That's a pinfall victory.
Close the business.
The team of Carter J. Collins and Joseph Murphy.
Well, that's a huge victory for Joseph Murphy and Carter J. Collins. I can't believe that rookie tag team was able to get a win over a veteran tag team like the Forbidden Warriors. But hey, look, give it to the Forbidden Warriors. They controlled 99% of this match.
It's true to be said, but an L notched up on the cage match profiles for the great Akuma.
And yeah, look, Jun Hado and the great Akuma, they have the experience edge. But I think they may have taken the rookies a little too lightly. Didn't put away Joe Murphy when they had the chance.
How could you not take?
Well, okay. That's a fair point, Odie. Fair point. Well, we're moving on.
The following contest is a ladder match. The first competitor to climb a ladder and retrieve the crown hanging above the ring will be declared the winner and be the undisputed King of Pittsburgh.
The first of our double main event action, King of Pittsburgh. The crown is high above the ring.
Right by the HVAC ducts.
That's how we do it here on the Donnie Block. As we're getting things set up here. Before we do get this match, got to make a quick shout out to our boy Toddy Tondera, who is recovering from a little bit of surgery.
Just went under the knife.
Yeah, today, Toddy, if you're watching, we love you. I don't mean to do your job, and I'm definitely not doing it better than you do.
Baby, you already know I can't.
And now it's one of the double main events. King of Pittsburgh on the line.
How brash, how arrogant, but how overall confident must Juni Underwood be walking into MV Young's house again?
I have talked about 880 and MV Young and what it's like here, and I talked to Toddy one time about it, and I said, you know, I was at the 2013 wildcard game for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and to feel that atmosphere and what that home field advantage was like, it's like that every time here for MV Young. And for a guy like Juni Underwood to walk into this kind of environment and pick up wins the way he has speaks to just how great of a wrestler he is becoming. To walk into this dangerous environment, and maybe he's just a road warrior. Maybe that's what he thrives on. One of many of the Lost Boys. He just is able to put on this type of spectacle in an away environment like I've never seen before.
You have to wonder if the fire starter can handle the conflagration that he has started under MV Young's heart and in his mind by attacking his home.
They always say that people, when they're defending their home, have that extra fight. But I feel in Juni Underwood's case, he loves to get in the trenches. He'll fight everyone in Pittsburgh tonight if he has to.
He'll fight Tupac, Dad, if it comes down to it. I wouldn't take that bet. The whole family loves Tupac.
into the fight of his life.
Introducing first, from wherever he wakes up, weighing in at, he's not really sure, representing the Lost Boys, the Pyro Prince, and the new king of Pittsburgh, Juni Underwood. And his opponents. He is Pittsburgh made, Pittsburgh paid, and internationally laid, the King of Pittsburgh, MV
What's on the line right now is pride in the highest sense.
Now, we have watched MV Young fight all over Pittsburgh.
Oh my God, a shotgun drop kick immediately into one of these ladders. I don't know if you took a look at these things. I hope these boys got their tetanus shots this week.
Yeah, 880, never going to give you an easy road here in this building. And Juni Underwood is already feeling the damage of these ladders. And look, the shock on Juni Underwood's face is evident. He has been in some battles. Let's not get it twisted. He knows what he's in for, but I don't think he is too thrilled about the start of this match.
No, steel on your spinal column will make you reconsider some choice words and actions. Grabbing him by the bun and pitching Juni Underwood outside.
Thrown to the outside. Now this matchup is all about climbing that ladder. And MV Young had an opportunity, but he's going to go out into the crowd. And this is where MV Young thrives, is in this crowd. This isn't where he's going to win the matchup, but this is where he's going to do some damage.
Something about that adrenaline rush and hearing the roar of this audience being right in the middle of that energy seems to make the man impervious to pain.
Oh, 100%.
Listen to that. There is no doubting whose house this is.
100%. As I said, I have been to, I was at Mellon Arena for Pittsburgh Penguins games. I've been to PNC Park for Pirates playoff games. I've seen the Steelers live. There is something different about MV Young and his home turf here at 880 Wrestling, and these fans have just bonded with him, and he feeds off every single one of them. And I got to say, if you're watching on IndyWrestling.us and you have not experienced 880 live, you got to be up here up close. And now MV Young silencing the crowd with a big shot.
That wasn't just the slap, but the thud reverberating through the chest of Juni Underwood.
And Underwood is down. A smart strategy by MV. And I don't know often, I don't talk to MV about strategy. I don't know if this guy walks in with a strategy or if he's just in there trying to just feel it out live.
Just abusing folk? Yeah, that's the name of the game, and especially right now in a ladder match. A heightened intensity to the violence.
I think that's the difference between these two is Juni Underwood is a thinker. He is a strategist. And MV Young's a puncher. He wants to get in there and feel that damage first before he really, makes his game plan. Well, his game plan is going to be to powerbomb Juni Underwood onto this ladder in the corner. Underwood able to escape, duck through. Oh!
Big back body drop.
Back body drop into that ladder in the corner, and nothing budged except MV Young's spine.
And I don't know which fall was worse, the one off the ladder being slung at a high angle on his head, on his shoulders there off the ropes.
And now, ladder right to the skull. And MV Young just tried to get his hand up to block that and did not. Not at all. And another.
And with the angle to turn to that top step of the ladder, not really meant to be a step, but where the ladder hinges, there's no safe spot really where you can throw your hands up. And another man is hurling a ladder at you.
That sharp aluminum. And now Juni Underwood feels like he's got MV Young right where he wants him and is now going to fight some more at Pittsburgh. And now we see more of the Lost Boys in the crowd. Hopefully that doesn't come into play later. And now where's Juni Underwood going? over to where the band's set up, and
Not the doors. They're so hard to steal.
he's got more doors. And I don't know if Juni needed these doors, because, and Envy Young's been busted open by that ladder.
Juni Underwood made MV Young eat that ladder the long way, and we are seeing the cost of that attack.
And now you can see the confidence in Juni Underwood as he has seen the blood on MV Young.
Oh, that's sick. That's perverted.
And now-
He's got glee on his face.
And Juni Underwood is now firmly in control of MV Young and is just going to try and cut off the blood supply to the brain.
This is sound strategy.
It is. If MV Young is out, he can't climb.
If MV Young is bleeding, it's going to be harder for him to catch his breath and recuperate in something akin to a chokehold. Don't do it.
Juni Underwood
Wearing the blood.
survived the onslaught early from MV Young, and now the confidence level has just skyrocketed through the roof. And I don't blame him. Anyone who can do this to MV Young, they should be confident. They should know that they're a bad, person in that ring.
You go to war when you step between the ropes with the once Polyam King, who is spilling. I mean, you can see across the stream he is leaking blood from his face onto the mat.
Face first right into that door and just rubbing his face right into that door.
Juni Underwood going to make himself a little Bob Ross. Paint a tree, give it a little friend.
Yeah, I've known some eccentric artists. Juni Underwood is no eccentric artist, but that is a masterpiece in the eyes of Juni Underwood.
The audience letting Juni Underwood know what they think of his fine arts degree.
Art is subjective. I'm not going to disagree with the crowd. And now Underwood has got MV Young down and in the corner. I don't know where Underwood's going. Oh, nowhere. That's the answer. MV Young with a lariat.
Juni Underwood giving far too much quarter, showing off.
And again, that confidence is completely shaken as MV Young has found a way to battle back, even with blood pouring out of his skull and another lariat.
You can't give the big man an avenue to drive this truck through you. You might get yeeted through a door with an exploder suplex.
Exploder through the door, and Juni Underwood is shaken. And this might be MV Young's opportunity to get a ladder and start climbing. And if I was him, I'd do it. I don't know how much longer MV can go losing blood in a match like this.
The scars on the back of MV Young tell the story. This man is a fighter. He's going to struggle off that mat.
And now trying to climb up, and that's what's so different about a ladder match. MV Young, after that exploder, maybe could have got a pinfall victory, but that's not how you win here. You got to climb your way up, grab that crown yourself the king of Pittsburgh. But Juni Underwood using half that door to his advantage. Straight down to the mat goes MV Young. Now Underwood has MV Young down, and that ladder in perfect position, and Underwood starts his climb towards the crown here in Pittsburgh. MV Young's got a foot.
Just barely.
Underwood
ankle
kicking MV right in the skull, right in that cut. And now Underwood, double stomp from the ladder.
Juni Underwood had every opportunity to win this match, and now if I'm reading this correctly, clutching his knee after that double stomp.
Yeah, that was maybe an ill-advised moment as Underwood has jammed his knee right into MV Young's sternum. And now Juni Underwood has put himself in a position where it might be a little harder to climb. He might have had this match won.
The longer he waits to climb this ladder, the louder he makes the 880 faithful in the Dottie Dome, the worse he's making it for himself. That's just
I don't think he can climb right now. I think he's trying to get some blood flow back in that knee after jamming it, and I think he's delaying because of that, because if he started climbing, he's not going to make it. I don't think he wants to be embarrassed.
Too true.
I think he feels like he can get some blood flowing back in that knee, do some more damage to MV Young, but no, he's going to go up finally.
The ascent on that sketchy side of the ladder.
He's got that crown. Kidney shots from MV Young. And now shots to the skull as they fight back and forth. Underwood's on top. And now MV Young's got Juni Underwood trapped.
High above the Donny Dome. They're going to count him off.
Oh! Shot. And Underwood's down. MV's up. Does he have it?
Tell me the last time you watched a ladder match end with a strict lariat from the top rung.
MV Young trying to get this crown down.
He's trying his damnedest. The blood in his eyes cannot make this easy.
Yeah, he cannot see up there.
The tension is high. High is the danger in this moment.
Can he get it out? And now, MV Young not able to see. He's going to grab Juni Underwood now. Oh! Low blow. I think MV Young had this one if he was able to see that carabiner. He was not able to see it with the blood in his eyes. He could not get a grip on it, trying to wipe the blood. His fingers continued to get slippery.
If I'm not mistaken, and I might have just heard what I wanted to hear, but did MV Young say Juni rigged this shit?
Is that what happened? Did he rig the crown?
No, I'm looking at this thing right now. It's zip tied where we just had it carabinered up before the show.
Yeah, when I saw it earlier, it was just carabinered up. Look out! German suplex. And as I said, Juni Underwood is a planner. He is someone who thinks about these matches way in advance. And you're right, Odie. He may have rigged that. I didn't see that. Oh, half and half suplex.
MV Young's throwing with reckless abandon.
Oh, super kick. And now MV Young's got some scissors. He's going to go up. And he's going to cut down. And he's got it. Officially the true king of Pittsburgh, even through Juni Underwood's underhanded tactics. Underwood rigged that crown.
Oh, MV Young always has been the king of Pittsburgh, just proving it once again tonight. Finally pulling those bragging rights and that bullshit away from Juni Underwood. Good shit, champ.
I never stopped being the king of Pittsburgh, motherfucker. For the last few months, I've been chasing after people like Derek Dillinger, Juni Underwood, and the new owner of 880, David Lawless. Now, David Lawless acquired this building because he sustained an injury and then sued me. And I don't believe in lawyers and I don't believe in cops, so I lost. Nope. Well, Mr. David Lawless, our dear beloved Toddy Tondera was... We love you, Toddy. Our dear beloved Toddy Tondera was injured while you were the owner of 880. But personally, I do not believe in taking legal action because David Lawless, I want 880 back, but I want to win 880 back with a fight. Shut up, Nico. So on October 20th, I have a proposition for you. You avoid the legal fees, you avoid any of that bullshit, and you get 7 of your best teams against 7 of my best teams, and we have the 880 World Series. Winner takes all.
That's big news right there.
Lawless, for once in your life, don't get the police involved. We don't want your buddy Edgar Snyder here. All I want is a good old-fashioned fight. Your choice, buddy.
MV Young calls out David Lawless, 8-on-8, the World Series, as he called it. That's going to happen sooner or later, maybe next month. We got to hear from David Lawless.
Ball's going to be in Lawless and the Dangerous Knights Crew's court.
One more time for MV Young.
That is going to be our first half. We got more to come. Gianni, Michael, Emricko, 880 champions against Ganon Jones Jr. Everyone stay tuned. We will be back after a short intermission.
Fubar. Give it up for Fubar, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, TR, can we get vocals? Only one of the mics are working. We finally got our shit together. What the fuck's up weekend again? We're from Warr. We've never done this before. We swear we have. Brohemoth's End of Summer Bash. The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
I'm here.
Your referee for this contest, Ryzz.
Back with second half action here at 880 Wrestling. Marcus Mann joined by Cowpoke Paul.
Yeehaw! I'm ready to see some action, Marcus.
Cowpoke, big win earlier tonight for you and Christian Noir. Have you been drinking responsibly since that victory?
Oh, you know it, and I'm ready to watch an athletic professional wrestling contest.
Well, you're in for a treat as we're kicking off second half action. Thanks for sticking around, everyone, here at Brohemoth's End of Summer Bash. It has been the hottest summer in 880 history. And we're kicking it off with the Great Tiger, big energy. Paul, you have formed a bond with these 880 fans. Great Tiger trying to do that tonight. Talk about what it's like to be in the mix of this crowd.
Well, I think that this crowd might have cat scratch fever for the Great Tiger, and let me tell you, it's like nothing else being in that crowd. It's electrifying, and I'm sure the Great Tiger's going to try to use that to beat KC Warr here tonight.
Yet, as we said earlier with the Forbidden Warriors coming in, 880 Wrestling has become this proving ground for people trying to make their way into Pittsburgh wrestling. Great Tiger, a strike specialist, massive kicks, expect a lot of striking between he and, as you said, KC Warr. As Great Tiger tries to find his way in this 880 crowd, KC Warr is a guy who has really taken off with this crowd.
He sure has. He seems to be somebody that's establishing himself and might just be a contender for that 880 championship.
Yeah, that's something you know a lot about. KC Warr is putting himself through a lot of damage, but he's got a big opportunity here tonight.
The Muay Thai Maniac is in the building.
And his opponents from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 215 pounds. He is one half of the fourth line, the Muay Thai Maniac, KC Lo.
As you said, this has become home turf to KC Warr. We've seen KC Warr in some true battles here at 880 Wrestling. Cowpoke, I haven't seen, have you gotten in there with KC Warr yet?
I've never squared off with KC Warr, but I did tag with him on occasion. And let me tell you, I saw those educated feet up close. And if there's one thing I don't want coming across my chest, it's the foot of KC Warr.
As we said, this is going to be a strike-on-strike battle. The Muay Thai of KC Warr, the feet of the Great Tiger.
Just a little show of respect from our combatants.
A little code of honor on a Friday night. Hands up, as I said, this is going to be a striking contest.
The fans adamant that they want a little war.
KC Warr lock up, collar and elbow. Warr now moving Tiger into the corner. Tiger now trying to get the high ground.
Ooh.
And as we know, the high ground is where you get the win.
That's right.
Oh,
he
right
might break his arm early.
Right into an armbar already. Brad Mitchell's got to get a break. This is in the ropes. That is an illegal hold, but damage done to KC Warr early on by the Great Tiger.
He, of course, has still 5, but that can do some serious damage to the arm of KC Warr.
Now the arm wringer applied. Warr trying to find his way out. Roll through, kip up.
A little athleticism from KC Warr.
And back to the arm of the Great Tiger. Using an elbow to just drive into the arm.
Inflicting as much punishment as possible is KC.
Tiger using the shoulder on that elbow, trying to hyperextend. Now roll through, control into the hammerlock by the Great Tiger. Now controls the head, back to the arm, just moving all over, keeping KC Warr off his bearings. Flip over, back in. Warr not able to counter any of these as the Great Tiger continues to use his momentum and move around. Now Warr just breaks off, goes for the kick, and there's a big kick from the Great Tiger right into the quadricep.
That'll knot up your thigh.
Oh! Square of the back, right into the shoulder, and another. Paul, that's where I hold all of my stress, right there.
Exactly right. And KC Warr might be becoming a little more stressed as this onslaught continues.
Yeah, Great Tiger with those powerful kicks. We mentioned them earlier. Now look at the speed. Diving kick, cover.
I thought the Great Tiger might have been sending this one home early.
Yeah, that was pinpoint accuracy from the Great Tiger. KC Warr able to survive, and now scoop and a slam. Tiger off the ropes.
Big headbutt from the Great Tiger.
Cover.
Looked like that might have been to the ribs. That could have knocked the wind out of KC.
Yeah, now look, I'm unfamiliar with Great Tiger. I've not watched a lot of his matches. Another big kick. Paul, I know you, I'm going to wait for Great Tiger. Just beautiful. Elbow drop, cover again. Paul, you've never wrestled the Great Tiger.
I have not. I believe I've seen him every once in a while at 880. I believe he faced off with the likes of Christian Noir and maybe Brohemoth.
So look, for if you're in there with him and you're KC Warr, how do you break this momentum?
All I know is I'm trying to avoid those feet as much as possible. He seems like a bigger guy. Might try to ground him like he did there with that drop kick.
Big drop kick from KC Warr, trying to break some momentum. KC Warr, in my opinion, from what I've watched, is someone who definitely feeds off the momentum of this crowd.
And a big knee
strike.
High-risk move from KC.
And that's something you do especially well, Cowpoke, because you really feed off the crowd. It really fuels you and fires you. For someone like KC Warr in this home atmosphere, feeling that crowd, what's it like? How does that crowd get you going?
Oh, you feel every word run through your body. It's absolutely electrifying, and there's no drug quite like it. But KC Warr might need a little more help from the crowd if he's going to get back in this.
Big kicks to the chest of the Great Tiger. KC Warr continuing this offense on the outside with these big kicks. Now going to get the Great Tiger in. Yeah, trying to fire up the crowd, trying to find that adrenaline rush that you said that you're searching for in these types of matches. Now cover. 2 count only. And now KC Warr trying again to get that momentum. He really does thrive on the momentum, not just the crowd, but of his own movements.
Yes.
So much through there.
So much forward motion, and he just keeps coming at the Great Tiger.
Big splash in the corner.
Looked like that might have been to the throat.
Tiger.
A big right hand.
Able to create some distance and get some separation as Great Tiger is now, Tiger, as we said, known for those kicks, but now going up to the upper body, chops, some elbows, arm wringer now, shoots KC to the corner.
Is he going to follow him in?
Big kick.
Big boot to the head.
And to the outside, transition offense for Great Tiger. Kid going up, maybe going for that arm bar again. No, triangle on the ropes.
This will choke you out quick. KC's got to get out of this.
Referee Brad Mitchell trying to get a break. Does on 4 as Great Tiger uses the entire count to his advantage.
And now seemingly mocking this 880 crowd. They seem to be with the Great Tiger at the beginning and are turning on him. Some obscene language from the Great Tiger.
Is that acceptable?
Straight to the
eyes. And now big shot. Knee strike. KC Warr is out.
Wow. The Great Tiger seemingly
and
abandoning.
Back to the ropes. And now bending that arm on that steel cable.
He's been looking to injure this arm of KC Warr all match.
Threatening the referee.
Brad Mitchell did not deserve that.
Well, I'm not going to say what Brad Mitchell deserves. That's for you, Paul.
That's true.
That's for you. I will say this. I'm shocked at the Great Tiger now biting
him.
And look, KC Warr has been in some battles, as we say. KC Warr has moved himself up in the rankings, looking for a championship opportunity. And look, if I'm the Great Tiger, you do anything you can to get a win here. That jettisons you up the rankings pretty quick.
Sure does. He might be looking for the 880 championship himself, the greatest prize in this building.
Maybe even, look, Great Tiger gets a win over a KC Warr. Maybe next month takes on a Cowpoke Paul.
There we go.
Can elevate himself. Okay.
A bit of a wanker symbol.
Another shot to the mouth. And Casey Warr's momentum has been broken.
I think that might have fired up KC Warr. That might have been a step too far for the Great Tiger.
Combination blows from Warr.
Oh,
Now
I've
going
seen
to
this
the
from
leg.
Warr before. Oh! He likes to employ that drop kick to the leg. You can hyperextend a knee doing something like that.
That is the plan, and now pulling the Great Tiger out.
Oh!
Dragon
F your
screw.
leg.
Dragon screw leg whip.
What a beautiful maneuver, but that can injure you real quick. You don't want to take too many of them.
That is one maneuver that can destroy a knee the quickest. And now Casey Warr has found a target and is going to try to take out the Great Tiger.
This is a smart move by KC. He's been getting kicked by the Great Tiger all match.
Exactly. Now going to the spinning toe hold, shades of the Terry Funk.
Late great Terry Funk, rest in peace. It might win KC Warr a match tonight in New Kensington.
This maneuver was only one count. It stands the test of time. It was pioneered, as I said, by Terry Funk, and it still works as it is just pulling at every ligament, but Tiger able to use his right foot
Kick
to get some
KC right in the
separation.
keister. Get him off of him.
Warr ate that turnbuckle and now kicks to the back, but definitely not as much strength. But that left knee has been damaged by Casey Warr, and back to the ropes.
The Great Tiger likes to employ these ropes in many maneuvers, it seems.
Yeah, this is the distinct strategy, knowing that he has only 5 seconds, but how much damage you can do using those steel cables pulling on that arm over and over and over again.
You do not want to be in that position, and KC Warr is learning that quick.
Well,
the 880 crowd getting creative tonight.
Well, look, Great Tiger is having a good time on Fridays. We're not sure how he feels about Mondays. But he is rocking and rolling here on a Friday night.
We got a little lasagna in the back for him as he wins. Oh, big thrust kick from the Tiger.
And it looks like Great Tiger's knee is okay. He took some damage, but able to get some blood flowing back in it because he was able to get all of that thrust kick.
Yeah, he was. The Great Tiger firmly in control.
And now cover. 2 and only 2.
Might have wanted to hook the leg.
Agree, Cowpoke. That's why you're a veteran beyond your years.
Oh.
Goes for the headshot. Warr ducks.
Oh.
Ducks again.
Oh.
Catches on the
that
third
might be
one.
it.
Casey Warr just didn't
Go
have
for the cover, Great Tiger.
Agreed. Casey Warr just didn't have enough to duck that third headshot, and Warr is out. He's taking a lot of shots, and again,
still not going for the cover on KC Warr.
Great Tiger has a lot of confidence.
Well, the crowd seems to think he does
Another
indeed
headshot.
hate Mondays. Ripcord from KC.
Ripcord
Big
knee!
knee!
That's it!
Out of nowhere. This could be over. Oh! A flash victory for KC Warr over the Great Tiger.
Casey Warr able to survive the onslaught from the Great Tiger, using that ripcord knee and gets a huge victory.
A huge victory out of nowhere, Marcus.
Look, Casey Warr continues to build a reputation, being able to take this type of damage and able to find victories. And as you know, it's not always about dominating a match. It's just about surviving and being able to find those victories here and there.
Indeed, he takes a beating and keeps on ticking, and that's what it's all about.
Survived the onslaught from the Great Tiger, which I was amazed at the skill of this individual. I think he woke up thinking it is a Monday. Casey Warr again offering the handshake, the code of honor we saw in the beginning.
Should we see a little respect between our two combatants tonight? Well, that you truly love to see, Marcus, and I hope to see more of the Great Tiger and KC Warr at 880 Wrestling.
Great Tiger, good showing, but it is Casey Warr's house continuing to put together win after win and battle after battle. Casey Warr definitely looking to the next level here at 880, and I gotta say, depending on who comes out tonight, either Gianni, Michael Emricko, or Ganon Jones Jr., Casey Warr's definitely looking down the barrel at a title opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, just a reminder, if the action comes towards you, make sure you get out of the way. Leave plenty of room for our competitors for their safety and yours. Not coincidentally, the following contest is a street fight scheduled for one fall.
Well, it wouldn't be 880, it wouldn't be Donnie Block if we didn't have a street fight. That's what 880 has been founded on, is that type of action, street fight. And Zeke Mercer already making their way out.
Introducing first,
Zeke Mercer
from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing in at 190 pounds, no mercy, Zeke Mercer.
Zeke Mercer does not seem to care what this 880 crowd thinks of him, and heck, that might be good for him. That might help him get a win tonight.
Zeke Mercer has been antagonizing Nick Wilde over a very long period of time. It has boiled to a head, and Zeke Mercer, with this attitude change that they've had, has really developed into a new style of Zeke Mercer. But it is the NB Riot to stand against Zeke Mercer here tonight.
And their opponents, representing the Wildflowers, they are the NB Riot, Queer Chaos, Nix Wilde.
Nix Wilde is calling out Zeke Mercer right here, right now. This is a street fight, anything goes, and Nix Wilde wants to start it in the crowd right now.
Nix isn't even looking to use the ring tonight, it seems.
Not at all. It's called a street fight for a reason. And credit where credit is due to our IndyWrestling.us production team. They are going to try to keep up with this as much as possible. But in 880, this will bleed out all through all New Kensington. So we will keep apprised of the action the best we can.
This might run all the way down to Voodoo Brewing if we're not careful.
And now Nix Wilde looking.
Oh, Zeke with the cheap shot.
And Zeke using that towel to blind Nix Wilde. And as we said, this is going to be a brawl. This has brewed over a number of months. Former tag team partners at one point, and now just becoming bitter rivals.
These two individuals were not just tag team partners, they were friends.
Of course. As you know, as you have formed your own tag team, it's about that bond between two people, the ability to find that friendship and to create success. Nix and Zeke had that, and now both of them are tearing each other apart.
Literally doing quite anything to injure their opponent.
Yeah, now we're heading out.
As we said, we are heading to the streets.
We called it a street fight, as Zeke Mercer just goes right into that light post. Hopefully none of these are your car, Cowpoke.
Oh, well, I don't drive a car, I ride a horse, but that's besides the point.
I have yet to see your horse out there, which is good.
Yes.
And now Zeke Mercer just violent strikes against that light post, and Nix Wilde is just taking a beating.
No, I've never been in the ring with Nix Wilde, but I have many a time with Zeke Mercer, whether it be in PA, West Virginia, or wherever else. And Zeke Mercer, I would venture to say he has hit me harder than anybody. Oh! And as you see right there, a stiff shot
right to
from
the
Zeke Mercer.
Back of the skull from Zeke Mercer with that big Polish hammer.
Might have been the top of the spine region.
And look, Zeke Mercer, I knew Zeke when Zeke was very, very young in this business, was a teenager coming into this business, trained and worked incredibly hard. And this attitude change has changed Zeke Mercer. And look, I got to tell you, if Nix Wilde is going to beat Zeke Mercer tonight, Nix needs to find an attitude change of their own.
Yeah, it's going to take a lot out of Nix if he's going to win this one. Zeke Mercer is a former champion all over the PA and West Virginia region. Heck of a challenge for Nix Wilde here tonight.
Absolutely. Big shot again. Those forearms from Zeke Mercer, you know, Zeke Mercer is not someone that you would call a technical wrestler, a technician, but those forearms are technical in their delivery.
Certainly not tonight. He's a brawler. They're a brawler, I'm sorry, and they're showing us what they can do.
Yep.
I've wrestled Zeke Mercer in no-ring matches, and I'm not sure how much experience Nick Wilde has outside the ring on the floor. But we're seeing they can move just fine outside the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. Nick Wilde, who has found a home with the Wildflowers, tag team action, as well as some singles. But this is more important than all of that. You know, you have been there, Cowpoke, when a win is more important than a championship. It's more important than money or rankings. It's really about proving a point to not only your opponent but yourself. Big shot from Zeke.
And I think these two might be at the point where they just want to hurt each other.
Yeah, this isn't.
The hatred between these two people is palpable.
Absolutely. We saw it earlier in that King of Pittsburgh match with Juni Underwood and Envy Young, where it was about that pride. But this isn't even about a title like King of Pittsburgh. This is really about two individuals. With a bicycle kick there by Zeke. Two individuals who have just had enough of each other.
Months of frustration being let out tonight.
Now back in the ring. It is a street fight, anything goes, but I don't think this is about weapons or mayhem. This is about two individuals
inflicting punishment.
You know, look, both dressed in street fight attire. We got jeans and boots. Nick Wilde in some tennis shoes. This is come as you are, and fight until you can't fight anymore. And
nothing
just
fancy.
Big shots to the back of the head from Zeke Mercer.
He might be trying to separate his shoulder with those shots.
Trying to.
You cannot take too many of those before your night is over.
Kidney shot from Nick Wilde, trying to fight back, but Zeke Mercer able to just close the distance quickly with those shots to the back of the head and neck, and just another one, pinpoint to the jaw.
They are just shutting down any fire Nick Wilde is showing.
Spinning back elbow from Zeke Mercer.
A beautiful maneuver from Zeke Mercer.
Yeah, and this is a great pace for Zeke Mercer. Cover now. Hook of the leg, but Nick Wilde able to get the near shoulder out as Zeke was trying to over pursue with that far leg and far shoulder, and now using the ropes. No DQ here.
He could choke him all night if they wanted to.
Yeah, another. And this is, as you said, you've been in there with Zeke Mercer, who is a hard striker. This is really what Zeke wants the match to be. If you're in there and you've been in there to take these type of shots, what would you do in this situation to try and break this momentum, try to find your way back?
Well, I'm going to start covering up and praying, because those shots from Zeke Mercer, they are hard, heavy, and they just keep coming.
Zeke Mercer has that engine that just doesn't stop.
They might be looking for this brainbuster. No, just a suplex.
Regular suplex now pushes down cover.
Zeke Mercer just has so many ways that he can beat you.
Yeah. Look, Zeke is as we said, a competitor who loves that striking game, those big hits. But again, using the suplex, using the style of pace to hold on as best as they can, but Nick Wilde able to
scoop slam out of nowhere.
Only a 2 count. Zeke able to get out of there. I think Zeke was more shocked than anything else of that scoop slam. Now, Zeke trying to get back on the floor. Nick's not letting Zeke get to the outside.
Nick shut that down as soon as Zeke tried it.
Now getting the separation in space, trying to get some speed with those forearms, pinpoint right to the jaw.
Beautiful roll by Nix.
And now another shot. Zeke Mercer might be out. Cover, hook of the leg. Zeke Mercer using everything in the tank to push Nick Wilde off and kick out. And now Nick Wilde, got to think of a strategy. I'm unsure where Nix is going to go.
Nix might be looking for a little plunder.
As we said, we have not seen anything.
Oh, a staple of 880, the door.
We have not seen any ancillary activities on the floor, but now we got a door. Now we got chairs.
We got a blue chair and a black chair. What is he going to do with them?
This is a war between two individuals, as we said, and now it is broken down in a way I did not see coming. And now Nick's Wilde moving some furniture, building something, but Zeke able to.
That door already looks like it's in rough shape. Ooh, a jumping boot by Zeke Mercer.
Right to the face. Yeah, that door has seen its better days.
Ooh, Zeke Mercer laying the heavy leather on Nick's Wilde.
Big shots. This crowd has been anti-Zeke Mercer from the jump, and it says a lot because Zeke Mercer was once, as a tag team with Nick's, very beloved from this crowd, and just the attitude shift has changed everything.
I wish this crowd would tell us how they really feel about Zeke Mercer.
Zeke just continuing.
Zeke drawing with some people up in the locker room, it looks like.
Up on the balcony. As you know, here at 880, everyone's constantly watching the competition.
Up on the shoulders.
Nick's Wilde able to fight out using those elbows, pointing the jaw, maybe going for that Death Valley driver.
Yep.
Mercer
Oh,
able.
and it's all legal tonight at 880.
Zeke Mercer going low.
Zeke stalking Nick's now.
Absolutely. Nick's Wilde, I think, may have been going for that Death Valley driver, a staple of their offense, and now Mercer.
Oh!
Well,
Oh, look behind you, Zeke! Oh!
Shot from Tatiana.
Oh!
One to the ribs, one to the head, and now Tatiana is going to
Tatiana.
wear out Zeke Mercer with this kendo stick on behalf of her friend and tag team partner.
Zeke might be wishing he stayed in that tag team right about now.
Big
Oh!
shot! Tatiana was knocked out. Did not see that shot from Zeke Mercer coming.
Oh.
And now,
Tatiana
stepping-
has an history of wrist problems.
Yeah, Zeke Mercer going right for that arm. And now Zeke's going to take out Tatiana.
Oh, but Nick's is there behind him.
Nick's able to grab the kendo stick.
Oh.
Shot to the ribs.
Oh.
Shot to the back. Nick's Wilde in full control
Oh.
now.
Zeke Mercer cannot catch a break at this point.
And now Nick's Wilde going back to the earlier project they were building.
Flower power indeed.
Door set up between those two chairs. And back to that kendo stick again. This has bled over for months, and I don't blame Nick's Wilde for getting everything they can out of those kendo shots. Now going up. Trying to
Valley
get Zeke
driver
up, going for
time.
that Death Valley, but Zeke Mercer pointing the elbow, able to fight out.
Oh,
Back
big
fist.
back fist. So much damage inflicted to Nick's Wilde this match. They can't get him up for that Death Valley driver.
Now, and as you said, Zeke
Oh.
Mercer has had Warriors no-ring matches, able to withstand punishment, and now taking Nick's Wilde over to the corner. Maybe
Likes
going
to
for
employ a tornado
Yeah, I was gonna say,
DDT.
go for that tornado DDT. But Nick's right to the kidneys. But Zeke Mercer right to the top of the neck and back.
Oh,
Now that
that's a guillotine.
That guillotine choke. Nick's Wilde able to fight
Oh.
out. Big shot to Zeke Mercer. And now where's Nick's going underneath?
Nick's has got them in position, but Zeke grabs the rope.
Zeke Mercer able to hold on and fight back. And those shots right to the jaw. Nick's Wilde might be out on their feet. Oh! Another big shot from Wilde.
Put him through the door, Nick's. Oh!
Death Valley through the door!
That's got to be it. Cover him, Nick's.
Nick's Wilde. Cover.
One. Ooh. What a victory.
Here is
for Nick's
your
Wilde.
winner, Nick's Wilde.
Nick's Wilde able to survive a battle with Zeke Mercer with the help of their tag team partner, Tatiana, able to get through this street fight, prove something to themselves, prove something to this crowd, and I think prove something to everyone in 880 Wrestling.
That was one heck of a contest. I tell you, if 880 gets themselves some tag team titles, the Wildflowers got to be at the top of the list.
I agree with you. They have become a stable tag team, but I think for Nyx, this was so much of a trial by fire. So much of 880 has been about these wars, and Nyx able to delve into those waters and not just survive the night, thrive, find a way to get a victory against someone who is very adept at that street fight style.
This is definitely a victory that'll stick with them for years to come.
Absolutely. Nyx Wilde victorious. We still got more action, including our main event. Gianni, Michael Emricko with that 880 championship, something you're very familiar with, against Ganon Jones Jr. That will be our main event tonight. It is coming up. I think one of the most talked about main events we've had in 880 history.
Certainly a can't-miss matchup.
New Ken staple, New Ken combat. We have still got a few more matches to go, but what a street fight we had earlier. We've had a lot of action.
Yep, a great show tonight, and it's just going to get better.
Continue to set through here, move a little furniture.
Attaboy Sword, get that out of there.
IndyWrestling.us, not just adept at the camera, able to move some furniture. Call them for all of their moving needs. If you're moving this summer, you know, school's starting, need to find an apartment.
Sorgatron Media has what you need.
Contact IndyWrestling.us.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Heavyweight Championship.
Oh.
Your referee for this match, George Ross.
Pro Wrestling All-Stars Championship is George Ross.
Oh, I know this music. One of my favorite wrestlers in the world, Pastor Cee-lo.
Introducing the challenger. He hails from the Church of Cee-loism, the good one, the good pastor, Reverend Cee-lo.
Pastor Cee-lo has the collection plate out, looking for a few individuals here at 880 in the crowd who might be willing to donate to the cause. Cowpoke, have you given any?
Oh, I would in a heartbeat. And Pastor Cee-lo is getting paid tonight in New Ken.
If you're not tithing to your local pastor, you're not a good audience member. Pastor Cee-lo looking to compete here tonight, and a little confused.
I don't think I've ever been more excited to watch a wrestling match than I am tonight.
Well, Pastor Cee-lo is in for a fight. As things get a little eerie, a little chillier at the end of summer.
The smoke rolls in at 880 as one of the scariest figures in pro wrestling enters the building.
And his opponents, from Cantrell Funeral Home, weighing in at 230 pounds, he is the Pro Wrestling All-Stars Heavyweight Champion, the Demon of Fear, the Soultaker.
It is the Soultaker back at 880 Wrestling, and the mood just changed. As I said earlier, it's chill in the air. The summer is over. Fall is here. It is officially Soultaker season.
Marcus, man, Halloween is just around the corner, and I think Soultaker might be looking to celebrate early.
handing over that Pro Wrestling All-Stars Championship. Pastor Cee-lo has been taken aback.
He's looking startled as anyone would.
Cut the music.
Uh-oh.
Once again, I come here and the ring announcer mispronounced my name.
I don't think Sean did.
I sure hope he did.
The name is the Nigga Taker.
Oh, wow.
And you, hey, nigger, you are in the wrong ring, Trayvon Martin. See, when I'm done with you, your black life will not matter. When you fuck with the Nigga Taker, or if you want to call me the Soultaker, it's no souls matter.
For our folks watching at home, Cowpoke Paul and I will be referring to him as the Soultaker.
Yes. Some colorful language from the Soultaker.
Now, Pastor Cee-lo.
And Mr. Black Taker, Undertaker, Fake Taker Man. You must have things confused a little bit. You see, I'm not a nigga. I am the light far at the end of the tunnel. I am the man with the holiest feet in the game, yes. I am the good one, the good pastor, Pastor Cee-lo. I know they got your name wrong, but please get mine right. Yeah.
Yes, indeed, Pastor Cee-lo is ready to fight.
Bell has rung, and in the words of the great American poet, Jewel, who will save your soul here tonight, Soultaker and Pastor Cee-lo.
This is a true clash of good versus evil, light versus dark. Quick moves from Pastor Cee-lo.
Pastor Cee-lo is going to have to stick and move and not let the Soultaker grab him. Stay out of those corners. Pastor Cee-lo playing it smart, using that speed. But don't turn your back on the Soultaker.
Oh!
Goozled, and now Soultaker has full control of Pastor Cee-lo, exactly where the pastor did not want to be.
I tell you what I noticed about Soultaker, it looks like he does not miss a day in the gym. Looking in
absolutely not.
Impeccable physical condition.
And now Soultaker takes control, raking the eyes across that steel cable.
Your eyes will water up real quick.
Pastor Cee-lo is just taking a beating in the corner. And a big overhand chop from the Soultaker.
Will knock the wind right out of you.
Shoot across and just dominance from the Soultaker side slam.
That could have sent Cee-lo straight to hell.
Choke here. Referee George Ross trying to stop the choke.
Oh,
telegraph the elbow, and Pastor Cee-lo able to get out of the way.
Oh.
Soultaker sits right up. Pastor Cee-lo is going to have to stay on the Soultaker as much as possible. Stick and move, use these quick strikes, and use the speed. Ooh! That's a knockout shot.
Nearly took his head off.
Pastor Cee-lo to the floor, and I don't think the pastor's any safer out there than they were in the ring.
I don't think that's where you want to be when you're wrestling the Soultaker.
Straight left hands, right to the skull of the pastor. And I gotta say, the Soultaker, as we know, is a very large individual.
Oh!
And Pastor Cee-lo is just taking this damage.
The Soultaker appears to be a lefty.
A little southpaw action from the Soultaker. Pastor Cee-lo just trying anything now. Just another left-handed shot. Pastor is wobbly. Oh! 2 hands to the back. I don't know where the Pastor can find the strength right now. It looks like the 880 crowd has abandoned him as he's trying to find anyone on the street.
They have parted like the Red Sea.
Look, if you are,
for the Soultaker.
If you're unfamiliar with 880 wrestling and you just have me passing by and you see the Soultaker,
that's got to be a trick.
That's a ticket sold right there.
Just clawing at the mouth of the Pastor.
Elbow right down to the point of the nose, and just dragging Pastor Cee-lo back to the ring.
Dragging him by his shirt.
Look out! Oh! Pastor Cee-lo able to get out of the way, and the Soultaker just hit his hand right on that ring post, and now Pastor Cee-lo has a target and going right after it.
Smart move by the good one, Pastor Cee-lo.
This is the only way the Pastor is going to survive. He's going to have to go after this hand, use this target to try and hold their own. Another shot to the arm. It looked like the Soultaker may have been trying again to maybe go to that choke slam, but that arm has been very damaged. And now Pastor Cee-lo back into the ring.
It's no fun fighting with one arm, and that might be what the Soultaker has to do.
Knee to the midsection. Soultaker barely holding on.
Pastor Cee-lo feeling it now.
Going to these big shots, climbing up the ropes to get some extra leverage. Oh! Soultaker able to just sit straight down and drape Pastor Cee-lo's throat right across that top rope.
That'll make it hard to breathe when you're in there.
And now maybe going back to that choke slam. Look out! Caught in the center of the ring, but Pastor Cee-lo able to get out of the way.
Back to that injured hand.
Using both knees right into that arm. And the Soultaker is down for the first time really in this contest. And the crowd here at 880 finally getting behind the Pastor. And now look, I don't know, Pastor Cee-lo trying to go into some sort of hold on that arm. Maybe thinking about a key lock or a Kimura or something. Be able
the arms of the Soultaker might have been too big to lock anything in.
Agreed. I don't know what you do with an individual like this, you know? And Pastor Cee-lo just trying to just control the Soultaker best he can.
Shot to the gut from the Soultaker.
His right-handed on shots, big uppercut.
Another left hand from the Soultaker.
The Soultaker shoots past the hand, big boot.
Big boot. That might have caught him in the stomach. That'll knock the wind out of him.
Yeah, you see that boot just rode the entire way up, chest to chin. Pastor Cee-lo may have given the best effort they could give. Superman punch! And the Soultaker staggered back to the corner. Ropes saving the Soultaker. Soultaker trying to shy away from the shots, trying to protect himself. And now it's Pastor Cee-lo getting some momentum. Drop kick to the knee.
Soultaker feeling it now.
Going again. And another shot low. Soultaker down to one knee. The Pastor trying to put together a momentum shot.
He is looking to speed up the pace. I have felt that from Pastor Cee-lo.
Yeah, falling enziguri right to the back of the head. 2 count.
And throws Pastor Cee-lo off of him like he was nothing.
Just the power of the Soultaker to just throw Pastor Cee-lo right over his head. And now the Pastor looking for something to be able to put away the Soul. I don't know what the Pastor has. Big kick.
Boot to the face of the Soultaker.
Is this enough? No, just thrown off and sits right back up. Cowpoke, I don't know if the Pastor has anything in his bag right now that's going to be able to put the Soultaker away.
The Pastor is going to have to pull something out if he's looking to win this contest.
He's got the momentum, but just hasn't been able to find a way. Going for a kick again. Caught. Spun. Look out!
Up and
no, Pastor slips behind. Able to land. But But Soultaker able to block again. Another shot. Block and another left from the Soultaker.
Pastor Cee-lo is showing just how much punishment he can take.
And another block, another shot. And the Soultaker is just rolling on Pastor Cee-lo. Duck. Cee-lo able to stop. Duck through again. Tries to get control, but nope. Soultaker's grabbed the Pastor up. That's got to be it, Cowpoke.
That could be it.
Here is your winner and still Pro Wrestling All-Stars Heavyweight Champion, the Soultaker.
Well, I asked earlier who was going to save your soul, and it looks like the Soultaker put an answer to that question. There is no saving. When the Soultaker breaks. Oh, come on.
Somebody's got to stop this.
Come on. You won the match. This is unnecessary.
That shovel right
With a
across
shovel.
the spine.
Well, no one's going to stop the Soultaker. I don't know. Do we have security?
I don't know.
Do we have anyone?
If this goes much longer, I'm going to have to leave commentary duties to go save the
This
good
is
pastor.
ridiculous. I don't know if we have a security staff or something. Poor Pastor Cee-lo just came here to compete.
Worn out.
No! Unbelievable. You won the match, but has to just attack the pastor after the match. Look, Cowpoke, I know you're a fighting guy, you're a fight champion. I don't want to see you in there with the Soultaker.
I have no plans on being in there with the Soultaker. If they tell me I got to wrestle him, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, your horse is going to come up a little lame that day, I think. I don't blame you. This individual is not to be trifled with here at 880 Wrestling. We have more action to come. Soultaker victorious, still Pro Wrestling All-Star Champion. We still got our main event to go and more here at 880 Wrestling. Well, the 880 faithful have found the pastor at least a little bit of encouragement. Hopefully the pastor's going to be okay.
Hopefully we'll see the pastor soon
The
back at
following
880.
contest is scheduled. Wait. I have been told it is time to give away Brohemoth's rolling kits to tonight's raffle winner.
Cowpoke, did you get in on the raffle?
I did. I got 2 raffle tickets, and I'm
all right.
George, if you could hand me that fishbowl, please.
Well, we see if Cowpoke Paul is the official raffle winner.
I'm on 14.
Goes to the fan
I want to thank everyone
holding
watching
ticket
on
number
IndyWrestling.us. I want to thank
359012.
Ooh,
we are waiting for 359012. There it is.
we got a winner, and that was quick.
And here's your prize. Happy rolling, courtesy of
Big winner tonight. Everyone watching at home is a big winner. Thank you for watching this end of summer bash here at 880 Wrestling, bringing you action here on Fridays on 5th, also every Thursday night.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from level 4, tipping the scales at 50,000 megapixels, the Gigabyte Grizzly, Brohemoth.
Calhope Hall, it would not be Brohemoth's end of summer bash without Brohemoth.
That's indeed true. And he's got this 880 crowd fired up.
The renaissance of Brohemoth here at 880 Wrestling has been something to watch, as he has found a footing, found a way to create some momentum here at 880, and I gotta say, is on pace to be a championship contender sometime soon.
I couldn't agree more, Marcus.
Well, Brohemoth's got a fight on his hands. Now, we talk about Brohemoth's big wins against the Beastman. Someone else who has taken Beastman to limit and won is Pittsburgh's hardcore icon, my best friend, Jack Pollock.
Enjoying a Bud Light, I see.
And his opponent from St. Paul, Minnesota, weighing in at 220 pounds, Pittsburgh's hardcore icon, Jack Pollock.
Jack Pollock has been a Pittsburgh icon for about a decade. He has fought everyone that you can fight here in this town, and as he has made his way through, has really found a different version of Jack Pollock here at 880 Wrestling. A fighter, a street brawler, but one of the best wrestlers this industry's ever seen.
Indeed, he has a true Pittsburgh legend. And we get to see him tonight at 880.
Absolutely, and look, again, I'm going to be a little biased, Cowpoke. I apologize. Jack Pollock, my best friend, my buddy. Known the guy for over half my life. But this is going to be a big test. As Jack Pollock, as we said, hardcore icon, legend here in the industry, but Brohemoth has been on a roll.
Brohemoth, one of the most underrated talents, I believe, on the independent scene today.
I agree with you. And showing the respect to Jack Pollock, and that is who Brohemoth has become.
Another sign of respect tonight. You truly love to see it.
Yeah, Brohemoth has, like I said, found a version of himself here at 880 that I've never seen before.
Do we know, is this a first-time ever matchup?
To my knowledge, it is.
To mine as well.
And I know most of Jack Pollock's cage match history. I've been around for most of it. To my knowledge, I don't think they've ever had a one-on-one matchup.
A crowd divided, half chanting Jack, the other Bro.
Lock up. We start
Strong
early.
lock up. Two bulls tying horns in the center of that ring.
And no one going anywhere early on.
What is this now?
We got music playing. And we got an interruption to a matchup that I was excited to watch. I'm not
Is this
sure
an
why.
error?
Oh!
What? And the roof has come off this place.
Fans, I have just been informed. This is now a triple threat match. Introducing our opponent, making his return to 880 Wrestling. From the City of Champions, standing 6 feet 5 inches tall, the meta-human, Duke Davis!
Duke Davis is here at 880, and Duke Davis has got gear on, Cowpoke Paul.
I think that means we're going to see Duke Davies get in a fight.
It has been a long summer for Duke Davis, and Duke Davis has just gotten in this matchup, and
Pollock and Brohemoth jumping right away.
we're a triple threat matchup right now. First pinfall to a finish, as Duke Davis has just joined this matchup and is looking to fight
What a treat to see Duke Davis back in the center of an 880 ring.
Boot to the corner. This crowd appreciative.
Welcome back indeed, and he looks better than ever.
And I don't think Brohemoth or Jack Pollock is too thrilled that Duke Davis is here, because the meta-human is just making waves already. Look at the size of Duke Davis.
Such an impressive physique on Duke Davis. And the crowd is loving seeing him back in that ring, too.
Big boot in the corner, and Duke Davis is already taking control. Duke Davis able to take control.
Oh, a trash can lid to the head.
Well, it's a triple threat, Cowpoke. There are no disqualifications here, and Jack Pollock takes advantage of it immediately with a trash can to the skull. And now Jack Pollock getting down to the business that he had earlier tonight, which is taking out Brohemoth.
Whatever it takes to win the wrestling match.
And Brohemoth fighting back. Not to be outdone. Brohemoth wanted this match with Jack Pollock. I guarantee you, he circled this on his calendar.
There's nothing like getting in there and wrestling somebody you truly admire.
And Brohemoth to the floor, and Jack Pollock going for that big baseball slide, but Brohemoth able to duck out of the way. Back elbow, and we're now on the floor in the dangerous part of town. Brohemoth trying to get Jack Pollock situated. But
fighting
Pollock,
for positioning.
Yeah, Pollock definitely was trying to fight off because he knew what Brohemoth was going to do, which is just drop him on that
the small of that back across the ring.
Look, I just saw Duke Davis creeping up, and my breath just went out of me for a second. That is terrifying.
That is a sight you do not want to see.
I have seen Duke Davis wrestle some of the biggest matches in Pittsburgh history. We can get into his detailed history as a tag team competitor, one half of the main event. I would say it's not even arguable the greatest tag team in the history of the Pittsburgh region. But Duke Davis is a single star in his own. Before tagging up with Ganon Jones Jr., Duke Davis was a singles wrestler. At one point had a match with Jack Pollock, and legitimately injured Pollock.
Right into the wall.
Won a championship with Jack Pollock. Power bombed on that apron. Pollock was injured after that. They have some history, some unfinished business.
Oh, just choking the life out of Pollock now.
Yeah, anything goes. No countouts, no disqualifications in a triple threat match. And now right into the ring post goes Jack Pollock. And now Brohemoth trying to fight through all of that.
They better not let Jack Pollock get to that Bud Light.
Yeah, it's like he's like Popeye if he gets his hand on it.
Fire him up real quick.
Now Brohemoth.
Big
shots to
right
Duke
hand.
Davis. Look, so far this triple threat match, we're not seeing a lot of wrist locks, not a lot of headlock takeovers, even though that's a favorite of Jack Pollock's. This is
nothing pretty.
This is a brawl between three individuals. Brohemoth, who's trying to prove that this is 880, his home. Duke Davis making a comeback unexpectedly. Jack Pollock trying to continue to prove the hardcore icon that he is.
Brohemoth has been at 880 since day one, and this is his show. He's looking to prove what he's all about.
Yeah, and no bigger way to have an advantage on your show, your end of the summer bash, by maybe beating two legends, two icons in this business right now, putting your name right up there with them.
To beat one icon is something, but to beat two is almost unheard of. We got another door being introduced. Oh! Those chops might take the hair off the chest of Jack Pollock.
And look, Jack Pollock I've known, as I said, over half my life is Brohemoth just using that door now to move around. Jack Pollock's not a small man. He's about 6'4", about 241 pounds, and he looks half the size in there compared to a Brohemoth and a Duke Davis. Just shows how gigantic these competitors really are.
Duke Davis and Brohemoth will make just about anybody look small.
Just big shots from both.
Duke Davis and Brohemoth are two people I met on the first day I started training and have given me so much insight. It's a pleasure to see him go at it tonight at 880.
You look at Brohemoth with a duck through headbutt from Duke Davis. As you said, they are two large individuals. They are two battle-tested warriors. But what we don't talk about is the brains inside of them. Two veterans of this industry understand the science of professional wrestling better than anyone else. But Jack Pollock's got himself a Bud Light. And that's danger.
That's rare to see Jack Pollock with a Bud Light.
In the eyes. Duke Davis goes down as Jack Pollock.
I'm sure you've gotten some beer in your eyes in your time, Marcus. It is not fun.
Trust me. I have felt the beer in the eyes more often than I want. My doctor says I'm not supposed to get beer in my eye.
Yeah. I'm no medical professional, but I wouldn't recommend it.
And now Jack Pollock setting up the furniture. They call him the hardcore icon for a reason. This is the guy who went toe-to-toe with guys like Tommy Dreamer, knows what he's going to do. And now it looks like Jack Pollock is setting up the 880 special.
Looks like we're going to have ourselves a bar fight.
Just shot for shot, which I've yet to see Jack Pollock take.
Nobody takes shots like Jack Pollock.
Give more shots than he takes. He regularly does.
We like to party at 880, and that's what these people are doing.
And now just back and forth headbutt from Brohemoth. Just
nobody wins with a headbutt.
No. As I said, Brohemoth, this is a moment for Brohemoth. We've talked about 880.
Oh, out of nowhere.
And Duke Davis just spoiled that moment.
From off screen, Duke Davis levels him with a big boot. Oh!
Sabooed!
An ode to Sabu. Still effective.
I don't know if Duke Davis does more damage throwing a chair or swinging a chair.
I don't know, but I tell you what, Duke Davis, it looks like he's looking to win himself a wrestling match tonight.
Look, Duke Davis didn't come back tonight to lose. I'll tell you that right now.
Choking him with his own hair.
Duke Davis just choking Brohemoth out with his own hair. And look, Duke Davis came here, and Duke Davis apparently was here all night, but he picked this spot right here, right now to come back.
True.
Because he knows that if he beats Brohemoth and Jack Pollock, there is no doubt about who Duke Davis is. There's no doubt that Duke Davis is at the top of the list.
Looking to re-establish himself at 880 and getting into it with one of our fans.
I
would not recommend.
I would not recommend going toe-to-toe with Duke Davis. Nobody should. I wouldn't.
I wouldn't.
Would you?
Maybe.
Yeah, man, I think you would.
What are they paying? This is awesome indeed.
Reverse.
Oh.
Lower back into that apron. I think we spent more time.
Yeah, that apron's getting a lot of action.
I was going to say, we spent more time on the outside of this match than we have on the inside, but Brohemoth finally rolled back in. Brohemoth has taken a lot of
We got one of our combatants back in the ring.
Duke Davis.
Duke Davis just staring down this audience.
And I think Jack Pollock's been busted open.
Is he bleeding?
Yeah, I think from that chair, Jack Pollock has been busted open. And now right to that ring apron.
Getting blood in your eyes will make it hard to see and even harder to fight.
Duke lining up Pollock. He hits this. It's all over.
Oh! The hardest part of the ring post, and Duke Davis just collided with it.
Duke Davis, a standout at Robert Morris University for football, just tried to lay out Pollock with a Palomalo style hit, but found the ring post instead.
Football season just started.
And now Jack Pollock.
We got a chair and a door being set up in each corner.
I don't think a lot of times Jack Pollock really understands he's in a match until he's at least had one beer and tasted his own blood.
That's
I'm
right.
going to be honest with you.
I like to say it's not a match till you're bleeding, and we got a match on our hands now.
And now Jack Pollock setting up that chair. And now big shots to Brohemoth. I think Pollock knows that door was set up and going to try and fight Brohemoth right over to it. These two have slugged it out.
Jack Pollock might be looking to show Brohemoth the door.
Another shot, center of the ring, as these two continue to just throw everything they got. Again, we haven't seen one headlock. It's been all brawling since Duke Davis got here. And we're just, Pollock now, lefts and rights.
Lighten him up.
Using the speed he's going to have to against Brohemoth. And now goes for another
catches
shot.
it.
Brohemoth able to counter. And now going for that lariat. Duck.
Oh! Pollock goes low.
Pollock does what he's got to do, which is go low. Again, no disqualification.
No disqualifications.
And now Pollock might be setting up for that soul polish, that big boot. As you said earlier, this 880 crowd was split. I don't think they're split right now. Look out!
Oh!
A little soul polish of his own. Duke Davis with the big boot.
Now he might be calling for the clothesline.
Duke looking to finish off Pollock. Apropos, maybe going for that big choke bomb.
Oh!
There it is! Cover!
Duke Davis has not lost a step.
Oh! There may be no one in the history of Pittsburgh wrestling that has more resiliency than Jack Pollock, able to kick out of that choke bomb.
A devastating maneuver, and Pollock just keeps on fighting.
I've seen Duke Davis win more than his fair share of matches and some tag team championship gold with that choke bomb. Pollock able to fight his way out of it. And now, it's about to get dangerous.
We've had a heck of a show so far, and this might be match of the night.
Well, Duke Davis just noticed that Brohemoth was up as Pollock has been taken out. And Brohemoth wants the smoke from Duke Davis.
This crowd loving Brohemoth.
And now we got another exchange between Bro and Duke. Bro has taken a lot of these, but able to just stay on his feet, fight back in every single one.
These are just two individuals hitting each other as hard as they can. Two large individuals, I'll add.
And now Bro.
Oh, can he get him up?
Trying to get Duke Davis
the power.
up. No, Duke Davis, too big, too strong. Able to fight
Impressive
out.
power by Brohemoth.
Oh, ripcord headbutt. Brohemoth holds on to the arm. Gonna go up again. Can he get Duke up? Can he get him up? No!
5. Cover him, Bro.
And Duke Davis doing the veteran instincts, rolling to the ropes to protect himself, and now all the way to the floor, it looks like. Trying to get out of harm's way.
Looks like Pollock might be stirring.
Pollock maybe going for that boot again. No,
Oh,
knocks through.
just
Chair to the head. Pollock is wobbly.
Not where he wants to be.
Pollock is out after that chair.
Out on
Look
his
out!
feet. Oh!
Through the door! Cover!
1. Oh!
Duke Davis not able to get there. Look, Duke Davis came to win tonight, but unfortunately, he wasn't involved in the finish. As Brohemoth is able to defeat Jack Pollock and technically Duke Davis in this triple threat match. And I gotta say, Cowpoke, Brohemoth to me is looking more and more like a championship level contender here at 880 Wrestling.
I couldn't agree more. It's just a matter of time.
And now, we saw a little bit of respect earlier. All three of these individuals have known each other for a very long time. They've fought in some wars together.
We've seen a lot of respect at 880 tonight.
A lot of triple threat match that we didn't have written down here tonight.
And returning to 880 tonight, Duke Davis.
They might have to raise the price of Bud Light when Jack Pollock's in town.
Yeah, well, if you know he's coming to town, you start doubling the cost.
Yeah. This is getting me fired up. I might have to go wrangle myself up another drink.
To the winner goes the spoils. Brohemoth able to get a big victory here in 880 Wrestling. Jack Pollock, Duke Davis show their respect to each other. And I gotta say, this may be the end of summer, but this has got to go in the time time capsule for match of the year here at 880 Wrestling.
I would also say it might be the end of the summer, but it's just the start for Brohemoth.
Agreed. We got still a main event to come, Cowpoke. 880 championship on the line.
We got gold on the line in our main event, and I can't wait.
It has been a hot night to end the summer. Brohemoth able to get a victory in his own end of summer bash. We're heading into an important fall for 880 Wrestling.
Jack Pollock calling for a beer. Surprise, surprise.
More beer for Pollock. Now, I made a joke earlier, but I think Jack Pollock technically is my designated driver tonight, so that's not good. That's not good.
That's not fun.
That's not good for me.
You might be calling yourself an Uber, Mark, man. Indeed it was.
And it will also be awesome right here on Friday, October 20th. You heard MB Young say earlier on that will be the 880 World Series. The next big show right here at 880 Wrestling. The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is your main event of the evening, and it is for the 880 Championship.
We are here at the end of summer. It is the last match of the summer. And it might be the most important match of Gianni Michael Emricko's career.
Certainly one that he's going to remember for a long, long time.
GME, part of the Dangerous Knights crew, has found ways to win continuously as 880 champion. There's more than a laundry list of competitors that he has beaten.
Seemingly in no rush to get in that ring tonight.
Absolutely not. I mean, we saw him against Jack Pollock. Cowpoke Paul, you have had your own adventures with GME.
I've had plenty of encounters with GME, more than I'd like to have actually. But I got to give it up, give credit where credit's due. He is a powerful, powerful young man.
He has continued to prove himself against legends, as I said, like Jack Pollock, like Edric Everhart, standard bearers of the Pittsburgh scene. He has fought MV Young in a barn burner that is still talked about. And again, we're talking about match of the years. That's one. And now he has come almost full circle as champion in this moment against Ganon Jones Jr.
Truly a special moment for him. But will this moment cost him that 880 championship?
When we talk about pedigree, when we talk about legends in Pittsburgh professional wrestling, Ganon Jones Jr. name continues to come up in all of those discussions. It's not just the tag team accolades that we don't have time to list. It is an incredible amount of singles accolades as well. It is power, it is speed, it is technical ability, it is high flying. There are a lot of five-tool players. Few ever reach the potential of the all-star Ganon Jones Jr.
Ganon Jones Jr. is what I like to call a super athlete. You don't see too many of them, and they are hard to defeat.
Pittsburgh is full of legends. You talk about the days of guys like Bruno Sammartino and Dominic Annucci, guys like Shane Douglas and Kurt Angle, recently Elias, known as Logan Shulo, Corey Graves. better known as Sterling James Keenan. The Legends list continues to go on and on. And the around a decade of excellence that Ganon Jones Jr.
Introducing the challenger from weighing in tonight at 265 pounds, the All-Star, Ganon Jones Jr.
As I was saying, that legacy flows through a guy like Ganon Jones Jr. And here tonight looking to be
and his opponent, weighing in at 118 kilograms and standing 192 centimeters tall, representing the Dangerous Knights crew, he is the reigning and defending 880 champion and the face of New Kensington, the Italian strongman, Gianni Michael Emricko.
Cowpoke, as I said, there's a legacy that breeds into guys like Ganon Jones Jr. and Gianni Michael Emricko wants to be in that legacy. And defeating a guy like Ganon Jones Jr. here tonight, as you notice, no Frank DeVille, no David Lawless out there. GME wants to build this legacy himself in a way. And I think if he gets a win over Ganon Jones Jr., at this age, you start talking about him in a way that is very different than we did 6 months ago.
Well, I hate to admit it, but Gianni Michael Emricko already has himself one heck of a resume, and he's looking to add to it tonight.
We knew the crowd was going to favor one of these competitors, and it was going to be Ganon Jones Jr.
I can't really tell who they're rooting on. Do you have any idea?
Yeah, look, GME has made no friends in the 880 audience. And now Ganon Jones Jr. using that power just to back up GME.
Gianni likes to say he's the face of New Kensington, but I just can't help but want to punch that smug look off his face.
He has as I said, an arrogance about him that breeds contempt from this crowd, but respect, as you know, from his competitors, and now backing down Ganon Jones Jr.
We once again have two strong individuals going at it tonight.
Now Ganon Jones Jr., as you noticed, letting GME back him down, reversing at the last minute. Ganon's going to use those veteran instincts. He's not going to push the pace here. Ganon is not going to make that first mistake. He's hoping that GME does, and then he'll just take advantage and go through it.
I think this crowd might be in the head of GME.
Headlock takeover.
Snapped Gianni down to the mat.
Shoulder off the mat. Gianni Michael Emricko is in for a different ball game with Ganon Jones Jr. As I said, it's not just the size, speed, and power. It is the experience.
I'll tell you what, I don't really like to admit it, but Gianni has all the tools. The one thing he needs to do is kick David Lawless to the curb, and we might have ourselves a wrestler on our hands. Oh!
Headbutt from Ganon Jones Jr. And GME is in the corner. Boot to the midsection, and Ganon, as I said, he is not going to make a mistake. He is a veteran wrestler. He knows his own speed, he knows his own power, but he also knows his own weaknesses. He's not going to put himself in a position that's going to cause him to make a mistake.
Ganon Jones Jr. is a polished professional wrestler. Ready to go, ready to fight, and ready to win the 880 championship.
To the back by Ganon Jones Jr. just keeping this pace exactly where he wants to be. And look, we can have this conversation in 8 or 9 years that maybe Gianni Michael Emricko is in that conversation. You know, Ganon Jones Jr. likes to keep himself in that conversation right now. We talk about greatest ever do it here in Pittsburgh. And Ganon is right in that top tier list to be able to do it. GME, he's in that next up maybe.
Ganon appears to be having fun in there with Gianni.
Yeah, to me, just just shot after shot from Ganon Jones Jr.
Gianni might be wishing he stayed in the motherland right now.
Only a 1 count. You know, Ganon Jones Jr. to me, it's much like that conversation in the NBA of like a Kevin Durant. You know, he's so good and so great, and yet sometimes people don't see it. Oh! Low bridge from GME.
But Ganon hangs on,
Ganon
doesn't
able
go all
to
the way
hold
to the
on.
floor.
Saw it coming.
Gianni thinks he's got him by the hair here. Oh!
Duck through. Gianni's got the eyes. And it wasn't a mistake by Ganon Jones Jr. It was a low cutoff maneuver, and now right to the ring post from GME.
Gianni never met a shortcut he didn't like.
That's the phrasing I was looking for, a shortcut from Emricko. Throws Ganon Jones Jr. to the floor. And like I said, Ganon Jones Jr. is in this conversation regularly about how good he is. And to me, I think that's what bothers Gianni so much. These conversations about who's better than him while he's holding a championship.
Indeed. And now Gianni's soaking up this crowd's, what will we say, hatred?
Oh, he loves that hatred. And now working in the corner, just going to try and stay on Jones. Big boot to the throat.
That's probably about a size 13 boot he's putting in his face.
Look, Cowpoke, you were an up-and-coming wrestler as well. You know what those comparisons are like. You know, as you build a legacy, people compare you to other people. GME has had that throughout his career, and to a certain extent, you kind of want to break that. You want to pave your own path. Mama
Cowpoke always said comparison is the thief of joy, and I think all these comparisons might be getting to Gianni's head.
I 100% agree with you. I think he wants to prove himself as his own wrestler. But there is, like I said, there is no David Lawless out there, no Frank DeVille. Cover, only a 1 count. It's going to take a lot more to beat Ganon Jones Jr.
A lot more than that, but Gianni seems to be in control. And another shortcut from Gianni.
Okay, using all of that 5 count to just drive the air out of Ganon Jones Jr.
If you can't breathe, you certainly can't fight. And Gianni's trying to take the wind right out of him.
And now the crowd has fallen silent because GME is just taking control of this.
I think they're stunned at how much GME's getting to him.
And now hook up, no! Counter!
Out of nowhere.
And that's the thing about Ganon Jones Jr. He's just so quick, just so explosive in his offense. He's always able to find those openings. He's in a situation he's been in before. He knows. Oh, and another shortcut.
Gianni grabbing the gear.
Yeah, grabbing that gear of Ganon Jones Jr. and then going right back to the ropes, choking again.
On the bottom rope that time.
Using all of that 5 count, trying to drive the air out. You know, it's a tactic that you don't use, Cowpoke, but you got to understand that obviously you've had to happen to you. It's effective.
It's effective, and if you want to win like that, that's on you, but it does work. You won't see any of that from Ganon Jones Jr., I'll tell you that right now.
No, Ganon is a competitor who, views his legacy in this business through championships. Adding that 880 to that list, would be a huge momentum boost.
Is he going for a big double axe?
Double axe.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Counter. Jones now stepping through.
Oh.
Trying to set
for
up.
A sharpshooter.
But no.
Gianni might have had that one scouted.
Yeah, able to go through, and then big lariat. And Ganon Jones Jr. was flipped upside down.
And Gianni looks a little lost behind the eyes.
Yeah, he was in full control, and then Ganon Jones Jr. had him dead to rights in a sharpshooter situation very quick. Emricko able to counter and now cover.
Ganon Jones Jr., I believe, early on, one of the trainers of GME.
But yeah, a heavy influence in his career. And now Ganon Jones Jr. got that foot underneath the rope.
Good officiating by referee George Ross.
Yeah, but GME able to pull him back. As you said, Ganon Jones Jr. was a heavy influence to GME in his early career. Helped train, help bring GME into this business. And it is a situation where Ganon has shown GME a lot, but not everything that Ganon Jones Jr. knows.
Certainly not. Ganon Jones Jr. has forgotten more about professional wrestling than GME knows.
You know, and that's, you as someone who's come from a lineage of training understands that these great trainers can show you things, but there's certain things that they can do just naturally themselves that they can't ever teach you.
It's years of experience, years of traveling the roads. Nothing can teach that except doing it yourself.
And now, Emricko, very confident in himself, and rightfully so. He is taking Ganon Jones Jr. to the limit.
To the absolute limit.
And Jones is struggling right now. Shoots Jones again into the corner.
Oh,
another boot square to the jaw. Cover. Kick out by Jones, and that cover's not going to get it done right there. And I think that's just exhaustion.
Yeah.
I think that's just exhaustion from Gianni Michael Emricko.
This might be the deepest waters that we've seen the Italian strongman in his young career.
Yeah, that's what happens when you are regularly in that main event, show in, show out. Everyone's giving you their best, and you're going to come with your best. Going for that sleeper.
Oh!
Jawbreaker or a stunner variation.
I'll tell you from personal experience, if he locks in that sleeper, this match is over.
Goes for this big shot.
Oh!
Blue Thunder!
Bomb.
And Ganon Jones Jr. not able to capitalize, but this is not where GME wants to be, which is Ganon able to catch his breath.
Giving Ganon a chance to recover. GME might live to regret that.
If Ganon can find that second gas tank and find that adrenaline rush, GME is in for a world of hurt. But Ganon has just felt it, and this, I don't want to say anything, but like, as Ganon has been a tag team competitor over the years, it is less and less singles action. It is a very different environment. Ganon trying to find that second gear that he can normally go to.
He's firing up now, and he is looking good.
Finding that second gear like he never didn't have it.
Oh!
Big knee. And GME to the corner. Ganon Jones Jr. is in full control. Going for that big elbow.
Back elbow right to the
forearm.
That right hand could put out just about anybody.
Now shooting GME in. No, reversal. Ganon hits the turnbuckle.
You know, it might be the last night of summer, but it's still hot in this building. And I believe GME might be
he's definitely feeling the heat right now. And Ganon going up. No! GME able to counter.
Again, GME had it scouted.
That is a go-to maneuver from Ganon Jones Jr., that Jeff Hardy-style tumbleweed off of the top, that whisper in the wind that Ganon loves to do, which you never see out of a man that size. And now GME maybe going for that power bomb. Going for a power bomb. The fall of Rome. Can he
got him up?
Oh. He does. Fall of
Kick
Rome.
out Ganon. A little trouble getting him on his back.
Can he get him over? Cover.
Kick out Ganon. Yes.
No.
2.999, and Gianni is starstruck.
He is shocked. Ganon Jones Jr. able to kick out. Look, they're going to ask GME later this week how often he thinks about the Roman Empire, and he's going to say after this one too many times, because Ganon Jones Jr. able to kick out of that powerbomb, the fall of Rome. We've seen so many individuals not kick out, not be able to move after that, and now he's going to go for it again.
Maneuver.
No.
Oh,
counter.
Back
step
to that
through.
sharpshooter.
And GME trying to fight it off.
Just straight right hands.
Ganon in control, crosses the legs.
Step through.
Step over.
Oh, so much pain on that lower back.
And GME center of the ring.
The crowd calling for a tap out.
Penn, Emricko, hold on. He's in danger, trying to get to those ropes.
Gianni would never quit with that
fingertip
championship
away.
Oh.
And now Ganon sitting deep.
Nowhere
into
for
the sharpshooter.
Gianni to go.
Trying to get the pressure off, pushing his body up in that push-up position. His back contorted, knees contorted. This is it.
You got a long career in front of you, Gianni. It might be time to give this one up.
Trying to make it to those ropes one more time, and he does.
No.
And Ganon breaks the hold, exhausted himself. I am shocked that GME was able to hold on through that sharpshooter.
He had to carry Ganon Jones Jr.'s entire weight to get to that bottom rope.
And now, Ganon, I was going to say in full control, but Gianni able to.
Might have got him in the eyes or something there. I couldn't quite see from our vantage point.
Reversed by Jones. Pop
up.
Power bomb. Cut through. Look out. Look out for the knee.
Oh.
Big shot.
That's it. Cover him, Ganon. Cover him, Ganon.
He's in the ropes, able to get the cover though, but GME's head underneath the rope. Now cover.
Oh.
And a kick out. I got to tell you, if GME doesn't, I don't know if it was by instinct or by happenstance, that knee took him underneath that bottom rope, and if he wasn't there, I think this match is over.
Whether it's luck or whatever it is, this match continues.
It might be pure luck, but I don't know how much longer it's going to last.
Oh, snatches him up.
Fireman's carry.
Oh, dropped him right on the back of his head.
2.
Oh.
No!
These two individuals are leaving it all in that 880 ring.
I believe that's a silly head 1 that GME just hit on Ganon Jones Jr., but able to well now, all right, okay. I mean, this was a great matchup, and I was giving GME a lot of credit for what he was doing in there, holding his own, and now we got David Lawless out here with that wooden gavel.
Where one member of the Dangerous Knights crew is, 2 are soon to follow.
And now trying to shoot.
Oh!
Look out! No!
Oh, a meeting of the minds.
Emricko into Lawless. Lawless now on the floor. Look out!
Oh!
Double underhook!
DDT!
That's
this could be it!
That's it!
This is
Cover!
it!
New champion! New champion!
Oh! How? How did Gianni, Michael, and Rico kick out of that one?
I am shocked as GME able to kick out and now going right to the ropes because he knows the end is coming. He's got to use the ropes to his protection now.
Ganon Jones Jr. can practically smell that 880 championship.
Emricko getting picked up.
Getting him up, getting the big man on his shoulders. Referee George Ross is down.
George Ross got put in the way. And now look out.
Oh,
gavel shot.
Right upside the head.
And now, wait a minute. The sleeper. The Sicilian sleeper. It's locked in.
Not like this. Not like this.
It's locked in. I think Jones is out already from that.
No.
I think he's out from that gavel shot.
That's it. Gianni, Michael, Emricko retain.
And still 880 champion Gianni, Michael, Emricko.
Look, Gianni, Michael, Emricko had a great match up until the last bit of business there with David Lawless. He wanted to cement his legacy as one of the greats in this business. I don't know if that match does it to me, Cowpoke Paul. I think that Gianni took the shortcut at the end.
He sure did, but at the end of the day, by hook or by crook, Gianni, Michael, Emricko is your 880 champion.
Look, that's unfortunately how the summer is going to end here at 880 Wrestling. It was the end of Summer Bash, but Gianni, Michael, Emricko is able to keep the title one last time. We got to get out of here, Cowpoke.
I need a drink after that one.
You need a drink.
I got a carriage to catch.
To everyone watching on IndyWrestling.us, thank you very much. We'll see you back in October for a World Series.